So, first RSI lesson. On Robinhood, when you see the live hit 80, at the same time, the 1 day is near 80. At the same time, on the 1 week and the 1 month, it's nearing 80 and closing in on 80. You're getting very, very close to time for a drop. That's how you know there's about to be a sell-off, is because you're pushing into oversold. Remember what I said. The orange bar in the middle on Robinhood shows the normal trading range. Whenever the 1 month or the 1 week moves above that or below that, you're either going to be at the floor or you're going to be at the ceiling. Just like here, we were at the floor and it was 28.65. That was the floor. The next day, it bumped over that. It was 29.45. That's $80 range. And again, it dropped down last night to 28.17. Now it's up to 30. It was up to 30.70 today. So that means that that is going to be near the high. It may go to 3,100, may go to 3,150. But every time the 1 week hits, it nearly always has anywhere between a 5 to 10% drop within 48 hours. Same here. It was 34.89. Let's see, 35.23 was the high on the RSI. That was at 79.37. A day later, we're looking at 34.46. And it just steadily went down all the way to 27.65. Now, the way I judge this is if I see it inching back up slowly, just like yesterday, or this week, it inched down. So Thursday, we were at 31.36. You look at Friday at 6 a.m., we were under 2,700 for a brief time, or under 2,800 for a brief time. It inched back up again to 28.98, but it never fully got above 70. It never even got above 70. And then it started to tilt back down. That tells you that there's about to be a drop, that initial drop is not finished. So the initial drop was about $500. It went up to 200 and dropped back. If you watch these 1 month and 1 week RSIs, the 1 week will mirror the 1 month. The 1 day doesn't mirror anything else. It is when it hits 80, that is your high. If it hits and goes above 80, it is going to drop from that point. It may only be a $20 drop on Ethereum, or if you're on Bitcoin, it may only drop $200 to $300, but it's going to be a drop. When it goes down to this point, where it falls out of the bottom end of the RSI and it goes to 20, that's almost always going to be your floor point. It's on the 1 day. On the live, this is really good if you can day trade, if you can spend the time day trading. Anytime it gets close to 100, it's pretty much when it's between high 80s to 100. That's going to be a high. There's about to be a dip. It might be a drop. It might just be a dip. Here we were at 30.37. Here we were at 30.29. It was just a little bit. It was not that bad. Then, if we could go back to earlier days, you can see a bigger difference. So we had 30.29, bit down to 30.19. So that's going to be the dips. On a down day like yesterday, where the drop, it was extremely animated, where you would see right here, it would have to 100. The drop would be $30 to $40. It would go back up again. Say here, it would go back up above 80 again. It would have only gone up 15, and then drop $30 or $40 more, which is when you can tell there's going to be a drop. If your the difference between the 30 and the 70 or 30 and the 80 range, if that is higher than the difference between the 80 and 30 range, so if there's $50 on the way up and $20 on the way down, you're going into a short-term bear cycle, or bullish cycle at least. So you want to make sure that you're in for that and you don't try to start doing short trades. If you see the opposite direction where it'll go up to 100 but only move up $20, and then on the way down it goes down 40, you're entering into a sell-off bearish phase. So you want to make really certain that you go ahead and sell out at that point and wait for that to realign itself. Just since we've been talking, the one day was at sitting right at 80, 79.9. That's as close as we get to 80 a lot of times. So look at our candlesticks. You can see the high was actually 30.78. I remember seeing it over 37. Now look at it. We are $30. That is almost always signifying there's going to be at least a significant profitable drop. So if you would have had one Ethereum, you sell it at 30.78 or you sell it at 30.75, you'd set you a buy order to buy back at least $10 to $15 under, and you keep your profits. So that's a quick little lesson on how to follow